Well, hello there, my beautiful degenerates. Welcome back to another degenerate video. Hope you guys are feeling quite degenerative today, because this video will be filled with a lot of degeneracy. We're doing another good or bad this week. I thought it was an appropriate time since, you know, it's been like 7 weeks since we did one of these. No, I'm not doing another video on this series because I'm running out of ideas. And no, I'm not doing another Bleach video because my other one got 25,000 views. I swear to God that's not what's happening at all. I would never think of doing something like that. Anyway, today is going to be a special day for a certain orange-haired man from a series with a name that has something to do with cleaning products that no one understands why it's called that way. Today, we are going to be conducting our investigation on Ichigo Kurosaki from Bleach. You heard that, bud? You're under my care right now, so you better not be hiding anything under that kimono of yours, or God so help me, I will take that girthy sword and do some really unpleasant things. Or pleasant things, I don't know what you're into. Spoilers incoming. Go watch Bleach if you haven't done so, and if you are going to watch it, remember to stay clear of the bout arc during your journey. Have a safe trip. Anyway, let's proceed. Is Ichigo Kurosaki a good character? Well, first of all, who is Ichigo? Let me introduce you to the man himself. Viewers, Ichigo, viewers. Hope you guys can get along. Ichigo is a man who could see spirits that are lingering in the world of the living. Due to this circumstance, one day he meets a Shinigami, or Soul Reaper if you want to get uncultured on me, you swine, who, after sustaining an injury, ends up giving Ichigo Soul Reaper powers, or rather, unlocking his powers. If you know, you know, haha, wink wink. Giving him the role of substitute Soul Reaper to protect his hometown of Karakuda. From here on, I'm sure you know by now, he gets into fights, problems, and more fights, exponentially getting better and better with his spiritual pressure and seemingly getting more accepted into the soul society. Now, before we proceed with this character, I just want to acknowledge how funny this man's weird ass situation is. This man is a conglomeration of every species imaginable. This dude is a hybrid of a human, a Soul Reaper, a Hollow, a Quincy. Like, I wouldn't be surprised at this point if his grandparents were like part Joestar or something. I'm half expecting this man to go Super Saiyan at some point. He's literally everything. And somehow, even though he has everything known to man stuffed into one body that sounds like it should be a mess, narratively speaking, he is a character that is linked, connected, and developed very well. It makes sense that Ichigo is a hybrid of all these things, considering that everything, or at least everything that I know of, is hinted at since the beginning. It's almost like everything was planned from the start. Oh my god, Tite Kubo is Aizen in disguise. Alright, so we've gone over who Ichigo is. He's a Hyulo Quinsel. But is that all there is to Ichigo? What does he do to intrigue the audience? Come on, guys, you know where this is going by now. We aren't even halfway through the video yet. If we stop to compare most of the other shonen protagonists out there, there is a trend that a lot of them have. A vast majority of them are idiotic and loud characters that want to be the greatest at something. Goku wants to be the strongest man in the universe. Naruto wants to be the greatest Hokage. Natsu wants to be the greatest Fairy Tail Guild member. You get the idea. Ichigo, however, is built different. What does Ichigo want? Does he want to be the greatest Soul Reaper? Does he want to be the head captain of the 13 court guards? Don't make me laugh. He doesn't want any of that shit. He doesn't care about being the strongest. He doesn't care about being the best. Who cares about any of that? Being the best is overrated anyways. He is a man that just wants to protect the things that are important to him. He wants to protect the people around him that he respects, his friends, and most importantly, that booty. And God so help me, he will protect that shit with his life. Dude said bros before hoes. More like bros and my hoes. Nailed it! And he's a character that sticks to that value for the entirety of Bleach's runtime. And although this man does look like he has to stick up his ass 24/7, he carries out these values with a level of sincerity that many aren't really able to rival, and he also has a level of gratefulness that I've only ever seen on someone like Austin. He carries a special respect for anyone that ends up helping him protect what's dear to him, even if that person was someone that was supposed to be a theoretical threat like his inner Hollow, to the point where you could see the passion oozing out of his pores. And the first part of the 1,000-Year Blood War did nothing but exponentially amplify this point. I already felt this way about Ichigo before the new season, but after seeing the new season, this feeling multiplied it by like 50. He has a passion that allows him to protect the things that he cares about, but he also has that ability to understand the people he considers enemies at the moment. Alongside everything I said, there's this thing that accompanies Ichigo that makes me gravitate toward him even more. There is just something about him, some kind of vibe that really draws my attention. He has this aura that makes him stand out, in my opinion, from other shonen protagonists. A feeling of comfort, a feeling of soothing. That vibe that I'm talking about is his ability to empathize with almost anyone. That ability to relate, to see eye to eye with the adversary. Ichigo rarely ever goes into a fight without trying to understand the person he has in front of him. The only time that I can recall where he doesn't do this was his fight in the new season against, wait, hold on. Yuha Yuhabacha. His fight with Yuhabacha. There you go. Okay. But I mean, can you really blame Ichigo in this case though? Bro walked into the site of a near destruction of the Soul Society. One of the things he cherishes the most. Plus, if he didn't explode at that moment, then we wouldn't have gotten any of these killer shots. He does cool down though and comes back to his senses after the fight, and when that happens, again, he starts understanding his opponent and tries to understand how he can relate to him. And he even tries to find answers about himself too towards the end of the first part in what probably is the deepest moment in his character arc. It's a part of Bleach that I always look back at fondly because it's the part where I felt connected to Ichigo the most, and that shouldn't really come as a surprise. You guys already know how I feel about the new season of Bleach. Literally everything in this new part enhanced everything I already felt about the original Bleach exponentially, which includes Ichigo, of course. So much so that because of this new season, Ichigo went from my top 20 to my top 10 favorite characters of all time. So after saying this, obviously the answer to the video's question is right in front of your eyes. Is Ichigo a good character? Welcome to the Yes Club, buddy. You absolutely deserve it. Thank you for being a character that I was able to connect with throughout the entire time I was watching Bleach. And thank you for being a character that gave me that feeling of comfort because, again, even though you look like you have thunderclouds over your head at all times, you turned out to be one of the most wholesome and thoughtful characters that I have ever met. Thank you for watching the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please feel free to like, subscribe, and pass this video around to your friends like a blunt. If you have any video suggestions, my Mal account is down below in the description of the video for your viewing pleasure. Let me know down below what you think about Ichigo in the comments, and also let me know what other characters you would like me to analyze for this series in the future. Peace out, you cave dwellers.